Welcome to another Indie Dev Showcase, highlighting the many indie games we play here on the channel. If you'd like to submit a game for a future video, please reach out. But otherwise, let's begin. We're starting things off with Runman, Race Around the World. This is a kind of remaster of, I believe it's an old Flash game, where you play as Runman, and as the title implies, you're going to be racing around the world. This is a high-speed platformer as you attempt to get through the levels as quickly as you can, with as much of a score as you can, trying to avoid all the enemies and bouncing and jumping along. It is certainly a strange one. If you're looking for a super precise platformer, this is definitely not going to be that game. The hand-drawn art style does look nice, and this one does definitely come with a bit of oddness to it. So if you are a platformer fan who played the original looking for a remastered version of it, or you're just a platformer fan looking for another one to run and jump to, I would give this one a try. And now we go to Eternalgorhythm. This is a rhythm game where the music is procedurally generated, and you're able to try and keep to a beat. Now, the normal way of playing this is using a 10-key press challenge, but as someone who once again is not the best at rhythm games, I went with the easier setting of 4 and still had trouble with it. This is just all about how great are you at keeping to the beat and making sure that you can keep up with whatever notes come down your way. It's an interesting idea taking the rhythm kind of genre and making it procedurally generated, but this is one of those games that's very much what you see is what you get. If you're looking for more advanced elements other than what you're seeing on the screen, other than of course having more keys, it's not going to be that game. But if you are a rhythm game fan looking for a game that you can play, well, eternally, I would give this one a try. But once again, if you're not the best at rhythm games, you may want to sit this one out. And now we go to Fowl Damage. This is a kind of platforming puzzle game where you play an egg in a strange world, and you're just trying to, well, get around and not crack in the process. In this one, the challenge is that your egg jumps, well, fairly high. And if you fall from too far of a distance, it will crack and you will have to restart the room. So your kind of main element here is how do you get from point A to point B, given the fact that there's only so few safe jumps in each screen. As the game goes on, more challenges will be introduced, things that will change your jumping velocity and trajectory, and you'll need to kind of keep going any way that you can. If you're looking for like a getting over it, only up, Jump King super difficult style platforming, I would say Fowl Damage is not going to be that game. Considering that it checkpoints from screen to screen does mean that you're given a lot of leeway in terms of not having to repeat a lot of content, and the fact that because of how your jumps are kind of directed, because of how high or how far you can fall, it means that there's not as many mechanisms or variables to keep track of how to make it through. There's usually only a few safe jumps that you can make in each stage. And I enjoyed this one. So if you do like the style of the very challenging jumps of a rage game, but without a lot of that hardcore difficulty and bite, I would give this one a try. And if you are looking for that super difficult challenge, well, there are plenty of those games on Steam now. We now go to a Super Roboy. This is the demo that we checked out in 2024. The main game has been released. This is a hand-drawn range-based Metroidvania, where you play a robot boy trying to search for his father in a strange world where a lot of things are trying to get you. Our gameplay here is going to be you, of course, running around the world, beating up enemies, collecting a variety of skills you can equip, and of course finding major upgrades that will then allow you to explore more of it. I do like the hand-drawn style of it. Now, in terms of difficulty, it's a bit hard to tell from the demo. Enemies do hit quite hard, but you are able to recover health by killing them and picking up any kind of health pickups. There are going to be a variety of bosses to fight, upgrades to get, and of course backtracking to do to figure out where everything is in the space. from the demo, it was a bit hard to tell like how far the movement and upgrade tech is going to go. But it seems like another very solid Metroidvania game for fans looking for another one to run, jump, slide, and shoot to. And with it out now, you can certainly pick it up if you are interested. And now we go to Smells Like a Mushroom. In this one, when mushroom invaders threaten the vegetable planet, it's going to be up to us to shoot, jump, and meme our way through the solar system to take revenge on those that murdered our wife. If you're expecting a very high concept story for this one, you are not going to find it. Instead, you're going to get a variety of third-person shooting levels filled with, once again, a lot of memes, jokes, and different upgrades and guns to pick up. As you play through, you'll collect various gems or crystals that can then be used to acquire new weapons or upgrades to one that you have. Combat is very fast-paced. Enemies will have different strengths and weaknesses, and you'll gain abilities to be able to kind of dash to try and avoid enemy attacks. And if you're playing this on the higher difficulties, it can get quite challenging. The game likes to throw a whole lot at you all at once, and it can sometimes be hard to keep track of where bullets and projectiles are coming from off screen. The level design is quite varied, and again, the story is going to go in a lot of very unusual places for sure. So this one may not be the next Doom by any stretch of the imagination, but if you are a shooter fan looking to laugh, shoot, and well, jump around to, I would give this one a try and see if it works for you. And finally, for today's episode, we go to a Lucky Tower, which is currently in early access as of this time, and which you see may not represent the current version of it. What we have here is a humorous and challenging action roguelite, as we are trapped in a procedurally generated tower full of strange creatures, traps, and other weird assortment of things and people. I've heard comparisons made to Spelunky, and I think that is kind of a fair assessment. You are going to be in a lot of danger from room to room. There are a ton of death traps to avoid. You'll be able to pick up gear that you'll be able to equip that will change your character's properties, get new teeth that act as part of your health, and of course, be able to rescue new characters who can then show up in later runs of the tower to aid you, assist, or other things. With Lucky Tower and the kind of Spelunky comparisons, while there is certainly going to be a lot of platforming you're going to be doing, especially jumping and dodging over death traps, you're still going to be doing a lot of combat as well, picking up different weapons, and of course trying not to get your teeth bashed in the process. I like this one. It's a very charming game, and of course the great art style helps kind of smooth over all the dying you're going to be doing from floor to floor. We haven't checked this one out since the early access release, so I don't know what else has been added to it since then. But if you are a fan of challenging action roguelikes and looking for a little bit more humor to go with the multitude of deaths you're going to be getting, I would definitely give this one a play. And with that, another week's worth of indie showcase is done. Let me know what you think about these games down below. As always, you want me to play your game for a future stream and showcase, please reach out. And that, I'll see everyone for our next stream and for more indie game showcases to come. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and you're interested in more of my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.